the tunnel with swagger. This looks like a team that's all set to go to work here at home. The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown Los Angeles setting the scene for us here tonight. Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Brett Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Well, among the league's deadlier weapons now is the step-back jumper. Steph Curry said, "You're always in control of the situation with that move. It is pretty effective." Portland's Damian Lillard said, "It's a tough off-balance shot, so it takes a lot of work." But people around the league are putting in that work to become even more effective. Guys?
Thanks, David. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Kendrick Nunn out there with Robinson. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Butler in at the 3. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Caldwell-Pope out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Drummond in at the 5 spot. And these teams both among the league's better defenses, Brent, with advanced stats and tracking. Do you think it's getting easier to measure and quantify what goes into great defenses?
I think there's technology, Kevin, that still needs to come along in order for some of the analytics guys to really truly assess positional defenders and where some of their arms and legs are. That will really help them define how these defenses are impacting some of the offenses and the way they play.
Now here's Butler. Pass to Robinson. And here's Nunn. Here's Ariza. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
It's Butler that time on the assist by Robinson. Butler's got the first points up on the board here for the Heat.
Just a great show of Butler's upper body strength right there as he plays through the contact.
Davis against Ariza. And they double up Davis. Kicks it to Drummond. Caldwell-Pope up top. Rebound by the Heat.
And, Bones, when you look at Jimmy Butler's elite impact at both ends, you could argue he's the best two-way shooting guard in the NBA.
Klay Thompson might have something to say about that, GA, but certainly Jimmy Butler and his physical presence allows him to play a multitude of positions. So sliding down to the 3 and getting physical is something that Jimmy will do. We know that he'll take on any assignment and compete with it.
Now here's Nunn. After the miss from Andre Drummond.
A bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
Schroeder, left side. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Wow, how about that? Remarkable verts there from Schroeder as he skies high for an impressive dunk.
Heat moving the ball around. Nunn looking around. Schroeder against Adebayo. And yes, it's good.
Just doesn't feel like Bam Adebayo is 6'9". He covers so much ground.
Lakers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. James with it. Caldwell-Pope outside. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
But there's no way that LeBron James is not going to come in and dictate the tempo of this game. Just keeps his eyes up and drops a nice dime there.
Now here's Butler. Nunn finds Butler. Now Adebayo, defended by Drummond. Nunn against Schroeder. It's stolen by Schroeder. Oh, and here comes Schroeder all alone. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Schroeder, one of those guys who likes to change speeds on the floor and uses it to great effectiveness.
Outside Butler. Loads it up for Adebayo. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and a big throwdown.
LeBron against Butler. James in the post. Over Butler. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Miami trailing. Here's Nunn. LeBron grabs the miss. High post, Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Loving the intensity from the brow there. He threw that one down with some real force.
And so it's Nunn with it. He brings it up for Miami. And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And Miami has possession. They trail by 3. No good from Dragic. And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Kuzma. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
It's such a determined scorer. When challenging the defense, Kuzma won't take no for an answer.
When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role, tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets, and he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
Free throw good, Kuzma. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen, later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
And here is Iguodala following Kyle Kuzma's 3. They need this, and the powerful one-handed slam.
In a flash, Tyler Hero makes his way to the inside. Nice use of his athleticism.
Here's Caruso. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Dragic left side. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.